Sagada, and
we're going to a tour. We're not sure what tour we're doing yet. Let's find out. We booked onto one yesterday. Let's see what we're actually doing. And it's cold.
It's cold.
Yeah.
Let's go. Warm up.
So not too far out of Sagada town, we started our little hike up some stairs through the forest and came to a little cave where our guide actually showed us that there were some coffins inside and skulls. So this was our first sight of the traditional funeral practices of the area.
So we're at the famous hanging coffins in Sagada, and it's actually fascinating. It's amazing, actually. I'm sort of lost for words. You can sort of see the coffins there hanging up. And the latest one is this long one at the bottom, which was from 2007. So it's something that people still believe in, and it's the belief of animism, that everything has a living spirit, that our guide was explaining to us. And there's the long coffins that come from more like Christian, American missionary, but the small ones is from the more ancient belief that people were buried in the fetal position as they were going, returning to their parents, I believe, as well. And really, really interestingly, here's the chairs hanging up. And so nowadays, often in the Philippines, the body will be in viewing or in wake, and people will come and see the individual's dead body. But in animism, they would sit the body up, it'd be at the door, to welcome people in to the wake as well. And so they'd sit the chairs there, and they'd fold the person up, wrap them in a blanket, and carry them down these quite steep sort of steps to the coffins here, where they were hung up. But it's fascinating, yeah. So I think they do degrade over time. The oldest one, they said, was about a century. The newest one, really new. And the idea being that their spirits are free, which I quite like, actually. They're not held down by 6 feet of earth.
So there are coffins here and here, all the way up there. It's crazy, amazing.
You have a village,
Yeah.
like villages. Here, this village and this village, if someone dies here, during the funeral, there's a bridge in the middle. They put it there, the dead body. And this village will be the one who will hang it.
Oh, really? Yeah.
So it's like kind of competition.
Yeah.
Because we are like young ones,
Strongest.
we bring it more.
Hi, wow.
Igorots are born to be natural climbers. Bringing it there is not actually a problem.
Yeah.
Getting down is the problem.
So this is the young coffee plant. It will take 2 years before it can be harvested. Arabica coffee. Lots of coffee beans.
Is that free-range coffee?
It grows everywhere around here. It's just on the trail. Everywhere.
Very excited to try this coffee.
Yeah. He says this is the Starbucks of Sagada. Hopefully better than Cellar.
There we go. Homemade coffee beans.
Just need to wait for it to dry.
So it's actually believed that Sagada was once underwater, and they've found some fossils of seashells and sea creatures actually in the caves, so it's pretty cool. We've just finished our hike to Echo Valley and the Hanging Coffins. It was so interesting, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was really, breathtaking.
Yeah, it's amazing, like how it even started and how they managed to get the coffins up there. Like they're really, some of them are really high up. Yeah, but it's really interesting. Like our guide was telling us all about like the religion and stuff like that, and why they do it and stuff.
But also we got to see where the locals grow coffee, and we did taste some raw coffee beans straight from the plant, and unfortunately the coffee shop at the bottom of the valley was closed. How dare they? So
sad,
we're going to have to go find some coffee somewhere else, unfortunately.
Yeah. But the coffee bean tasted, it was quite sweet, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I thought it was
really
going to be like
sweet, yeah.
bitter, but
Yeah.
it was really sweet.
Can I get one cinnamon raisin? So at the bottom of our road was this lovely bakery that smelled really nice. Look, how you at? 40 peso.
What flavour did you get? Oh, it's inside.
Cinnamon raisins. Inside. That's alright.
Good morning. This is our last full day in Sagada, and we're off to see some weaving, or a weaving shop, because it's very traditional here to have for them to do weaving and things like that. Weaved patterns.
We did manage to get onto the group tour, and you can do it just the two of you, but it's a tour for 10 people, and so it's quite expensive.
So the price stays the same if you've got 1 to 10 people. So for 2 people it ends up being a little bit pricey.
Yeah.
It's not too bad, but.
So I think we're just going to try and see what we can see without booking on the tour. So hopefully the weaving would be a good starting point.
Yeah, there's also pottery, and there's a nice restaurant slash brewery that looks quite nice. So we might try and go there later on. It's so nice here in Sagada. It's so cool and sunny, and yeah, it's just got such a nice little
Feel.
vibe, hasn't it? It's very much like chilled out. Yeah. So let's see. Some weaving. Why doing that?
High five.
So the weaving ended up just being a little gift shop, but you could see that there was equipment for the weavers, so I'm guessing on other days they might be there. It is Sunday today, so but all the things that you can buy there look really cool. They've got loads of backpacks, bracelets, anklets, headbands, hats, everything. It all looks really nice. I got myself some little purses, a little coin purse, which I'm very happy with. So this is the main part of town where you'll get dropped off on the bus, and there's also a tourist office, a police station, and where you can book your bus back to Manila and stuff. And there's a market here on Saturdays as well, so they've got lots of stuff. So we've come to Sagada Cellar, which apparently does beer and sausages. It's a pretty long way away, all the way uphill, and then more uphill, and then more uphill. So I'm really hoping that this is nice.
So Sagada Cellar is a little way out of town. I suggest getting a tricycle or a bike. Do not walk it. It's very far and uphill. But the food is really, really good. They had sausages and some rye bread, which was really delicious. And the beer was really nice as well. I'm not really a big ale IPA drinker, but it was quite light and refreshing, so very much recommend. And the building was so cute. It was just like a little cabin and it was surrounded by the forest and everything. I'd probably suggest to get there early, as when we arrived, which was fairly early, all the chairs around the fire had been taken by one group. So yeah, but it's nice sitting inside. It's like a little cabin. Very good.
So in Sagada on the main road, we found this little honesty box with wine. It's only 20 pesos for half a shot and 40 pesos for a full shot, and there's blueberry wine or Bugnay wine. I'm not really sure what Bugnay.
We'll find out what a Bugnay is.
Wine is. But how cool, little honesty box. So cute.
No, honesty, love wine.
It's not just an honesty box, it's an honesty store.
Now, Leica, be honest. What have you gone for?
I've gone for the tapi wine, which is a rice wine. 270 pesos, which is £4 something. £4. And it's delicious. So I bought the full bottle and we're just gonna drink some of it.
It's a
The
screw
rest of it, not the rest of it.
Screw top.
Yeah.
This Honesty wine shop was honestly one of our favourite places to go in Sagada. It was so cool. They had really good music. It was such a nice vibe, and it's basically like an earth house. So it has lots of recycled materials built into the walls, like wine bottles and beer bottles and old mobile phones. It was super, super cool. Very, very good, and the wine was absolutely delicious. It's called Pitic Wines, and you can find it by just walking to the back of the Honesty wine tap. Go there.
We're staying at 100 Miles Guesthouse here in Sagada. There are quite a lot of options really. They can get a bit pricey, I think. So on Booking and Agoda and stuff like that. So I actually went onto Google Maps and then onto Facebook. I just found some guest houses on Google Maps and then typed them into Facebook and found this one. And it's only 500 pesos per person per night. So if there's just two of you, then it works out quite nicely, just being 1,000 pesos per night. And we've got 2 double beds. Perry slept on that one. And we've got a balcony, which is really nice. They are doing quite a lot of building works here in Sagada, so, and a really nice view, mountain view. It's really nice, and there's free tea and free water, and they've got bananas and stuff like that we've been having. Yeah, it's really nice. They're a really nice family that run this place, so very much recommend. And if you can't find anywhere on Agoda and Booking, just have a look on Facebook, because it seems to be there's a lot more on there for more reasonable prices. Yeah.
So that was it for our time in Sagada. We really loved it here. It's got such a chilled out vibe. You could easily spend a lot more time here just exploring the area. One thing to note is that you cannot go off walking by yourself. You have to go with a guide or a group, which was a little bit disappointing for us, but you can understand why they do it, because apparently people have been getting lost and stuff. The food's really good in Sagada. Yeah, really recommend. It's a very nice place. We really loved it, and we'd love to come back.